Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and of course today is going to be your money guide based on the weekly update bonuses. We have three pretty solid ones if you would like to take advantage. So with that being said, let's jump in. One of them is double money and double RP on the new Assault on ATT-16, which is the new aircraft carrier adversary mode. It's basically Assault on Cayo Perico, but this time on an aircraft carrier. So you go to your jobs menu, you go to adversary mode. Here it is right here. If you want to play this, go for it. Basically, these will take you probably about 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes tops. And if you're on the winning team, you'll make $240,000. So you can make almost $500,000 an hour as long as you're consistently winning. Now, keep in mind, as long as you're playing Assault on ATT-16, you're winning, you're getting progress completion checked off towards your weekly challenge. And all you need to do is win that game mode 2 times. You'll complete your weekly challenge and get 100 grand as well. We also have double money and RP on business battles as long as you're in public lobbies this week. So that's pretty cool. The other bonus which I want to talk to you guys about today is double money and RP on LSA operations. And this one is pretty fun because depending on the type of player you are, you can just relax and play for your own enjoyment and still stack some good currency this week with the bonuses. Or if you're a hardcore grinder like myself, you could take that more grindy approach. But overall, just by being smart with running these missions and engaging with these activities, and overall by selectively picking and choosing where to focus your efforts in GTA Online this week, I think you can make some pretty good money here in this game. Now, jumping into our big money bonus for the week, I would say the main one of how players are going to make money, unless you're just loving the Assault on ATT-16 adversary mode and you're just grinding that. If you are, all the power to you, but the bonus that I'm going to be taking advantage of this week that I recommend other players try out as well is double money and RP on the LSA operation missions that you can start in your Avenger. So unfortunately, if you don't have an Avenger and you're wondering if you should get an Avenger for these missions, honestly, I would still say it's worth it because while these are on bonus, you can make all your money back and still churn a profit this week as long as you're playing a bunch, but you will need to put some time into the game, play a couple hours to make your money back, especially with all the upgrades you need to apply, because not only do you need to own an Avenger, but you need to bring the Avenger into your hangar, for example, and then use Charlie's mods to install the operations terminal. That way you could start the Project Overthrow missions from the San Andreas Mercenaries update, plus the LSA operations. Now, we have three operations here that you could check out. We have direct action, which is on an aircraft carrier, and basically you go in, you deploy, you kill a bunch of Merryweather guards, and you steal a Toreador, and then you just drive that to Charlie's lockup, and you're pretty much good to go. You get paid. The reward for this one on professional difficulty is $107,000 with double money. Surgical strike, you find a Merryweather depot, you kill a bunch of enemies, you call in the Alkonost, the stealth bomber Alkonost will come by, drop a bunch of bombs, and then you leave with a vehicle and you take that to Charlie's lockup. And then with Whistleblower, you're basically invading an IAA facility, but it's Merryweather's off-the-books government facility right here. You can see the rewards with double money: 97K, 101,500, and $107,000. Now, mind you, as you can see, all three of these right now are on professional level difficulty. There's two different difficulties. We have professional and specialist. There is no specialist plus on these to my knowledge, but basically on normal money, professional is going to pay you between 45 and 50,000. So that's why it makes sense we're making about 100 grand with these. On specialist difficulty, if we were to get those, if we were to just get lucky with the RNG, they pay between 60 to 70,000 normally. So that's 120 to 140,000 with double money. And Charlie will also give you an extra task during these missions if you want to go for like a secondary objective, and that gives you and any associates with you and any friends an additional operation bonus reward of $15,000 each. That's probably double money with this as well, so maybe $30,000. I don't have any friends to play with right now, so I can't confirm that myself. The only other thing you have to know for these missions are each of these LSA operations have a 20-minute cooldown between successfully completing one and then being able to replay it. So if I were to do direct action and finish it, I can't just do this one again. I would have to do surgical strike, and if that took me 20 minutes, then this would be available again. But most likely you'll need to play through one, maybe two, and then you'll be able to just farm these on repeat. But you'll have to rotate all of them. You can't just farm like one or two unless you just take a long time. We want to target less than 10 minutes on each of these, and that's extremely doable as long as you kind of like know how to play the game in the first place, which if you own the Avenger with all the upgrades and you've paid, $6 million plus for all this stuff, you probably have a bunch of other stuff in the game. You know how to play GTA Online and fight groups of enemies. So with that being said, let's start off with the best one first. My favorite is direct action on the aircraft carrier, and it's also themed to this weekly update with attack on ATT-16. So let's jump in and earn that $107,000. Now, once you start the mission, you need to drive over to LSIA and go to Rooster's office at this hangar, exit the vehicle, and the mission's gonna start up. Well, first you have to actually contact Rooster, then the mission will start here. You'll get like this mini cutscene of you flying over to the aircraft carrier, and you're gonna jump out and parachute and deploy on to the main deck, which is pretty cool. Or not the main deck, actually. You go slightly underneath. This mission's really fun. Alright, and with that being said, we have 30 minutes to complete this. It is time to deploy. I don't know why my character didn't face the aircraft carrier when he jumped out, but nonetheless, you want to aim for that opening right underneath the main deck by the runway right there. The aircraft carrier has a bunch of defenses, so you got to watch out for, you know, a juggernaut if you're going for the secondary objective, the AA guns, things like that. It looks like we've already been spotted. I was going to try and maybe do this in stealth at first, but guess what? We've already been found out. So honestly, this is just a game of you running through, making sure you kill absolutely everyone on board here. You need to clear all the different depots underneath and all these like cargo holds of the aircraft carrier, so you can open these doors if you want to run through. This is something I kind of forget to do when I do it. I normally just go up on the deck and run into each of them, but say if you were to die and respawn, at least this way you can kind of run through these hangar and these cargo holds a little bit faster, a little bit easier. But while you're doing this, you know, just keep chipping away at the enemies. As you can see, they are ripping my health, so take cover as needed, snack up, armor up, all that type of stuff that you need, and just keep working your way through all the enemies. There's probably, I don't know, what would you guys say? If you've played this before, what do you think there is? Maybe 30, 40 enemies that you gotta kill? When you go upstairs, there's even more to fight. But for right now, we're just trying to get to Hangar Bay letter A, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is keep snacking up. You can also, can you open that door? I don't think so. Now, this is the one where we want to find the crates. And you can see you have these massive containers here. The Toreador is going to be located in any one of these. So what you're going to need to do, as long as it's safe for you to do so, of course, you don't want to get shot and things like that. You want to find all of the containers. So we've had 2 right here. Now we're going to go and find the 3rd one. And now that we have the location of all 3, we need to open them up, right? But you can't just open them up. We need a key card to actually get these open. So now it says search the control tower on the upper decks to locate a key card to open the containers. Now we're going to go to the upper deck. So we need to go back the way we came, fight through more enemies that have respawned. But again, it's not, you know, it honestly isn't too big of a deal. This is where you want to focus up, though. I think the tough part about this mission are the enemies that are on this staircase, because they'll just like appear, and if you're not paying attention, you'll get destroyed. Now, if you want to look at the secondary objective, it does say plant tracking devices on the Merryweather shipment crates on board the aircraft carrier. And so you could do that and get the operation bonus. Do not go outside here. You're going to get absolutely destroyed by all these enemies. I would just avoid this at all costs, honestly. We're just going to go up to the control tower and get what we need, because you step outside there and you kind of just get insta-melted. Like, you just die. It's kind of insane. Now we're up on the top deck, so we're going to find this key card. It should be over here near the laptop. There's an enemy that's sitting right behind the corner. The key card is right here on the desk for me right here, so I'm going to grab this. We're going to steal it, and we're going to head back downstairs to open those containers. There's a couple more enemies once you come down the stairs that you got to make sure, you know, don't put too much damage onto you. But here we are at the containers. Now our job is to obviously continue to kill enemies. If there are some, there are going to be some in this Hangar A. But we want to swipe the key card on each door. The Toreador can spawn in any of these crates. It is RNG. Sometimes you get it first try, like we just did. Sometimes we need to open all 3 to find it. Sometimes you just need to open 2. And this is the part where I feel like some players actually get confused, because once you steal this Toreador, you need to leave the aircraft carrier, right? And you're probably blocked by these pylons, and you're like, I don't know exactly what to do. Well, if you don't get close to this generator, you won't get the prompt, but you actually need to destroy that generator in order to lower those pylons and get out of here. So we're just going to shoot it with the guns on the Toreador itself, blow it up, and here we go, we're good to go. Just go right into the water, enter submersible mode, and we are pretty much good to go. Now you can see we need to deliver this to the LSA lockup, which is pretty far away. You can see it's all the way over here. You can either, you know, drive underwater like I'm doing, like an actual submarine, or what you could do, honestly, what I think is faster for this type of submarine and this Toreador, because you're going to continue to get shot by this buzzard. What you can also do is raise your Toreador, so like go underneath the water slightly, pull up, and as soon as you leave the water, you could use your boost and go a little bit faster. Sometimes you can see this vehicle glitches out a little bit, but nonetheless, use your boost and you'll get to land faster. Here we are, basically on land. We're going to disable our submersible mode. We're going to go back to vehicle mode, and all we need to do is get up this hill, get onto the road, and we're good to go to bring this thing to the lockup. So I will see you guys once we get there now that we're on land. Feel free to take out the heli if you want. I'm just gonna drive it to the lockup. And here we are. Here's the mission destination Corona. You bring it in. Once you're done, you deliver the Toreador. You just want to leave, which hopefully it'll let me. There we go. Now it despawned me outside. But once you're done, there you go, $107,000. And we also got the Infiltrator outfit. That's been added to our wardrobe. When you complete these, you also get that Infiltrator outfit. So you kind of get like a little bonus out of that, which is kind of nice, you know, get a free outfit as part of it. I do like that. I think a lot of different content in the game should have that little type of bonus and benefit from completing it. But that's one. Let's go back to our Avenger and start up the next one. That only took us 7 minutes right there, 8 minutes. It really wasn't bad at all. Now, like I said, for our next mission, we're going to start up another one, and I'm actually going to try and dress as Merryweather here and blend in. We're not actually going to blend in, but it's just fun to get kind of into the RP aspect of this. So let's go to LSA operation again. As you can see, here's that cooldown. There's a short delay before you could start this one again. Still on professional difficulty. But with that being said, now let's do my second favorite one, which is Surgical Strike. We're gonna get $109,500 for this, probably in about 10 minutes as well. So let's begin. Now for this mission, I should probably recommend you put your Avenger in the city, because you're gonna need to go to the marina for the first section of this mission and basically find a target based off of an image on your cell phone. So you don't want to be really far away. For the first mission, I had my Avenger up in the hangar just because I was gonna showcase to you guys how you can upgrade it, and then I figured, that's probably not too important to the video. But here you go. It says, use the image provided by Charlie to locate the smuggler with the location of the Merryweather base. Here you can find our target. You're going to find them basically over on the docks, so it's really not too big of a deal. There you go. We found the target. I don't think that she's going to be up like on the street level. She's always going to be down on the docks themselves. So you don't need to worry about looking up here. Just look down at the dock, so travel along the outskirts. But now basically we just want to hack our cell phone. We need to stand in that blue circle you could see on the mini-map right there, and we're in the middle of hacking her phone. So we just got to do that to continue on with the mission. Hacking's almost complete. There we go. We hacked the smuggler's cell phone. Now we have the location of the Merryweather base. I'm gonna run back to my car. Actually, okay, this is a great one. If you get this city spawn, this is fantastic. I forgot. Okay, sometimes you're all the way up here by the Humane Labs doing the mission. Otherwise, you're down here at the oil fields, which is great because we're really close to the city. If you want, you could also steal this Night Shark and get the gear inside it. Now, if you use that, you can infiltrate the base undetected, but there's no benefit to doing it undetected. It's just if you want to do it, artificially lengthen your mission. We're just going to drive there and go in guns blazing. And the operation bonus objective for this mission, we need to steal a mysterious artifact currently in the possession of Merryweather. And for the sake of this mission, that will once again give us $15,000. So we're coming up on the base. This mission's pretty straightforward. We just got to put flares down to actually mark the crates that need to be destroyed by that Alkanos we're going to be summoning. I wanted to talk about one thing really fast while we get this done. We just start literally shooting everyone alive here as we locate these shipments. Would you guys like to see face cams from my money guide videos? I must say, like right now, currently, I feel like whenever I ask about Facecam, players want to see it, and viewers want to see it because, you know, I feel like it may take away from the immersion of the video a little bit, but it does add to, like, the entertainment value of the video. I would totally agree. I've never really done face cams for these money guides yet, so every week on Fridays, like this video you're watching plus other ones, I'm going to be doing these weekly money guides. I've been doing this for a while, but now that I'm doing these live gameplay versions instead of just like scripted commentaries and stuff, I feel like the face cam would add to it, right? But I also, you know, don't want to ignore the requests of players who, you know, feel like the face cam takes away from the video. So currently what I'm doing right now is I'm only doing face cam on my free vehicles videos on Saturdays to review the podium as well as the prize rides. But if you guys want to see it for these live gameplays, let me know. I think it would be nice. It seems like the Red Dead player base, when I make Red Dead videos, wants to see it. So maybe the GTA player base with the GTA videos wants to see it as well. So here's the artifact right here. That's pretty cool. Recover the mysterious artifact from the Merryweather. This guy's just hiding over here, so let's take him out. There's one guy all the way up on top of that hill over there. Okay, so once you kill all the enemies, you need to mark each of those green crates with flares. You need to, of course, search the location with the little question mark, search this Corona, and find the flares, which they're going to be, you know, not necessarily hidden, but they're not in the most obvious place. But just look around, you'll find the flares pretty easy. They're just going to be on, like, one of these ledges. You can see that box right there. Those are the flares that you need to keep an eye out for. Take the flares and start marking these crates. So just toss the flare literally right next to it. Now we'll mark the second one. Once you kill all the enemies, too, that's when you can actually collect the artifact. So make sure you don't actually forget about it. Artifact has been collected. Operation bonus complete. Let's mark that last flare. And now once you do that, we need to leave the base. So you don't want to drive too far away, but you just want to leave the general area because the Alkanost is basically going to come in here and blow everything up. Press right on the D-pad, call in the airstrike, and this is my favorite part of the mission because you literally get like a stealth bomber cluster strike run on the military base, which is pretty cool. He's coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. You better get out of the way. Let's watch everything blow up. Boom. That is sweet. The whole place is destroyed. But the mission is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you have to watch out for. You need to watch out for the reinforcements, and we're going to need to steal an HVY Menacer. You're going to see it spawn. It's in blue right there. This thing is going to rip you to shreds. So watch out. I mean, I'm not in like any sort of armored car or anything like that. You got to kill a bunch of Merryweather. I should actually be okay to just shoot this guy probably, because we already took out the gunner, took out the driver, kill these guys, and there you go. Now we take this HVY Menacer, and this is what we return to Charlie, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. While you're driving back, you're probably gonna face some enemies, but honestly, you know, this thing's armored enough. Just drive it back. Don't worry about killing them. The nice thing about that location for Merryweather's base as well, instead of being up near Humane Labs, is the fact that you're very close to Charlie's lockup as well, which is great. Here we are back at the LSA lockup. My recording for that mission is only 11 minutes and 20 seconds, so once again, about 10 minutes to get this mission done. There you go, especially with the bonus payment right there. We just made $140,000 on professional difficulty. Back at my Avenger, it is time to start up the third and final LSA operation here. Something I should mention is direct action. Now we can play it again. Actually, no, we actually can't play it again just yet, but nonetheless, we can play it on specialist difficulty. We'll get $132,500 for that when we have the ability to do it, but let's do Whistleblower now for $90,500. First, for this mission, we need to head to Sandy Shores, so I'm gonna do that right now. There is a lot of driving involved. This is probably the longest mission, and this is my least favorite. There's a bunch of objectives first you need to complete before you go to the facility itself, because you gotta get like a cargo bob and take an EMP and set off the EMP to take out the power at the facility. There's like a lot involved with this mission, so not only is there just a lot to do, but it's also gonna take you a significant amount of time, right? Probably 15 plus minutes, and this is why I focus on direct action as well as surgical strike mostly. First, we need to collect the night vision gear from the back of the Rumpo, which is exactly what we're gonna do right now. And now we should have that equipped. Awesome. Next, we got to get our EMP, which is right across the highway over here, but this is where we're going to grab the cargo bob so that we can actually pick up the EMP, because this thing is massive. You're going to see in a second what it looks like. But conveniently, here's the cargo bob, and as you can see, this is a Merryweather cargo bob, so you're going to want to make sure you kill the enemies because it will be guarded by, it looks like, what, 4 people? Not too big of a deal. Not like this part's a challenge or anything like that. The real challenge and the fun of this mission comes when you enter the Merryweather facility, but until then, you know, there's just like a lot of little things you got to do. So here you can see the massive EMP, right? We're not picking that up by hand. We got to grab this heli to steal it. Just like you would pick up any car with the import-export DLC with the cargo bob, unhook or use the hook to actually grab the EMP. There we go. Now we need to fly all the way to the IAA substation and drop the EMP and detonate it on that substation. Okay, so to be fair, I thought I needed to fly back to the city for this mission. At one point, I did need to do that. This time, they're just taking me out here in the desert, which is nice. So you just want to lower this EMP. It actually wasn't too far of a heli flight, but if you get unlucky, you may need to go all the way back to the city, which, of course, as you know, that's going to take a while. So here we are. Now we just need to go to the IAA facility. We've delivered the EMP, and the facility is right nearby, so it's not like you need to go that far. But, you know, so far we're already 5 minutes into this mission, and we haven't even entered the facility, right? So the mission really hasn't even gotten started yet. Enter this facility, go right inside, and you're gonna need to use your night vision because it's gonna be dark in here, right? Get ready for that. Detonate the EMP right on the D-pad to trigger it, and here we go. Lights out, baby. Oh boy. It's pitch black, as you can see. Now, I'll be honest, I've been sitting here. I can't move. I mean, I can move. I don't want to. My night vision's just not activating. I'm not sure why. Is it totally bugged on this mission? I'll be honest, I haven't played this one in forever because this is my least favorite of the 3 LSA operations. I mean, not to worry now, the backup generator's going online, so we can't necessarily be in the dark, but like, it's just strange. I'm not exactly sure why my night vision wasn't working, but nonetheless, we're just gonna need to kill everyone now. And there is a ton of people. The one thing you gotta watch out for, I would say, on this mission is, you know, I mean, you have unlimited lives. We're gonna need to take cover here. But there are so many enemies. They come from all over. If you die, it's really frustrating because you spawn outside of the facility. You gotta run all the way back in. So that can waste time. And our side objective for this mission is uploading a virus to the server room mainframe inside of this facility, which we're gonna try and do. What's up, buddy? You're just hiding back there. See ya. It's very strange why my night vision wasn't working. I'm still not sure why. Maybe someone can help me out in the comments. I never used to have a problem on this mission, but maybe one of Rockstar's recent updates bugged it out, because as you guys know, they love to just break a bunch of stuff with their DLCs and their updates when we actually get some new content in the game. But we want to go down these stairs here because, like it says for the mission prompt, we want to find the war room itself. This guy's like hiding under the staircase. What are you doing, bro? I'm just gonna find you. I could see you on the minimap. You're not staying hidden, my guy. Keep killing more enemies. I mean, they're gonna be in every single one of these rooms. We're gonna go in here, kill you, and we died, of course. Well, there we go. We died. We gotta go back inside. We did find the war room, but we got chalked to the guy to our right. So now we need to run all the way back in and get back in there so we could take those hard drives. Now, if you die, these guys are actually gonna respawn, as you can see, so keep that in mind. It's unfortunate I sold. I was hoping to complete this without dying, but I just did really bad. Where did you come from? He literally just like appeared from out of nowhere. He actually just spawned right back there. Let's not get killed by these guys. Okay, I think that was the only one left in here. It looks like it. So now we just want to steal all 3 hard drives and also upload a virus. But first, let's take these drives. So that's 1 drive stolen. And take these. And then finally, the last ones are going to be right here. You can see it on the minimap, just the green dots. Now let's also upload that virus if we can as well. Now, before we leave the facility, you want to make sure you check this main area because this is where you can get the bonus objective of uploading the virus. No way did we just glitch ourselves out. Oh my god, this game is very, very bugged on this mission. First, the mantle's not working. The night vision wasn't working. The backup generator turned on. There is a bonus objective to prevent the backup generator from turning on, so you need to destroy it. I would have failed that one if we had it, but this is the computer you're looking for. If you have the virus bonus objective, you're looking for that computer. So here we go. We're going to want to access this and upload this virus. Very simple, only takes a few seconds right there. Our bonus objective and operation bonus has been complete. Now we just want to leave. The mission's almost done. This heli's gonna annoy me, so let's use the railgun and take it out. Now we need to deliver these hard drives to the journalist. You can see that he's the default person icon. He's waiting at the rendezvous point. We're basically at this objective. As you can see, so far this mission's taken us 17 minutes. If you take away the fact that we had to waste 3 minutes while we were in the dark to come back, you know, for the backup generator to go back online so that we actually had light and could see, this mission basically would have taken us like 15 or 14. So it's still a long mission. This is definitely the slowest one. I can't even hand these drives to her. It's like glitched. I have to stand so far away. There we go. You need to stand like 10 feet away to hand them to this lady. It's kind of crazy, but there we go. The mission's done. Now we got to leave the area. And there we go, operation complete. We made $120,000 on these. Now, keep in mind, with all the money we made so far, we made a pretty decent amount of money. We made almost $400,000. What did we make? Like $350,000-ish? Of course, if you're playing on specialist difficulty, while it is RNG to get that difficulty itself, you're going to be making more than $300,000 an hour or $350,000 an hour just because of the fact that some of the missions you'll be playing on a higher difficulty. But nonetheless, this is a fun way to make some money this week in GTA Online. Are these worth doing if they're not on bonus? Only unless you want to have fun. They're, you know, certainly not a meta way of making money. And the other question you probably have is it worth buying an Avenger to make money with these while they're on bonus if you don't have the Avenger just yet? I would argue no, because it is quite an expensive purchase, and the operations terminal that's required for you to start these missions, along with Project Overthrow, are also quite expensive as well. So if you don't have an Avenger, I wouldn't say, you know, participate in the LSA operations bonuses, but you could play the Assault on ATT-16 to earn some money to then buy the Avenger, and then you could start doing the missions if you want. That's also definitely a viable strategy. If you do have the Avenger and you've already, you know, purchased it, you're not paying any more money to start these missions, so you might as well participate in them. They're pretty fun. Farm these along with some security contracts, or, you know, while you're waiting for your Dr. Dre contract cooldown or your Cayo Perico, whatever it is. This will complement your money grind very well this week. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. And also check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I live stream GTA Online as well as Red Dead Online several times a week over on the Twitch channel. Would love to have you guys as part of the live stream community over there. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.